Folks, episode 12 is live now. I have next to me is Hunter Long, part of our Meet the Team series. Hunter is a brand new rookie at 25 years old, just passed his test. Passed it the first time, by the way, always important to know. He is dedicated. He's ready to serve you, and we're going to learn a little bit about him. Yes, so he is 25. He is going to be setting some goals live on this episode. We're going to be keeping to those goals and maybe revisit 12 months from now. We're going to talk about what he's excited about here in the CSRA and his local knowledge in the North Augusta real estate market. If only he wasn't a Clemson fan. That's one thing I can find out that's wrong with him. Folks, we're live now. As always, thanks for listening. And we are back. Episode 12 of the Market Shakers podcast, season 2, part of our mini Meet the Team series. And we've got the rookie right here next to me, Hunter Long.
Thanks,
You've
man.
got your license as of this recording date. It is February 24th. You've had your license for maybe 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Potentially sent a referral out to Atlanta already. Hot on the trail. We've got a couple leads in we're tackling, some big things. So tell me everything you don't know right now.
I don't know if we have that much time.
No, we don't. Hunter, but seriously, tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are. I mean, you're 25 years old. You're from the Augusta area. What high school did you go to?
I went to Augusta Prep.
Augusta Prep. Okay. And then what elementary school and middle school?
So for elementary school, I went to Stevens Creek Elementary for half of it, and then the second half went to River Ridge Elementary. And then for middle school is when I started going to Augusta Prep.
Now, were you at Stevens Creek when they were the Pencils or when they were the Dolphins?
We were the Frogs, and then we switched to the Pandas my second year.
They became Pandas.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They switch every year. I don't know what it is.
It used to be just pencils. The sign was a pencil when I was there. It was a pencil, and you're like, we're the Pencils.
They get creative over there for sure.
They got to figure it out. Good. Anyone want to shout out to anybody here from River Ridge Elementary or Augusta Prep?
No, not right now. Not that I know.
None of the homies listening in. Okay, good though. They should tune in because we're going to grill you a little bit. We're going to have some fun.
Great.
No, not at all. Hunter, all right. But tell us about yourself. What do you like to do outside of real estate?
Right now I'm really just trying to learn as much about it as I can. So in my free time, I've just been, looking into things, talking to you as much as I can, but I got, my girlfriend and we have a golden retriever. And so
what's his or her name?
His name is Goose. He's just over 2. So he's a little ball of energy.
Yeah.
So that usually keeps my time.
His long hair, golden retriever. Is he a thick boy? Or is he like real thin? And
he's skinny. He's getting a little. We've been trying to fatten him up a little bit, but he sheds like crazy, and so that also keeps us busy with cleaning the house and everything.
Do you have a Roomba? The pet Roomba?
I do not have a Roomba. We got one of those really nice Dyson vacuums though, so it gets the job done. If
you hit your goals this year, I'm going to buy you the pet Roomba.
Oh, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah. The pet Roomba is the quintessential shedding dog. You just make sure you keep it powered and running and empty, and you keep the little bin empty, and that thing is going to save your life.
I'm sure my cat will love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think my cat rides on my Roomba. He'll get on the thing and like kind of just
spin around in circles.
Not really. I wish he would. He's actually scared of it. He's a chicken like his daddy. So we've got the golden retriever. His name is Goose. Who's your girlfriend?
Shelby Hutto.
Shelby Hutto. Okay. Excellent. I know some Huttos around here. Where did y'all meet?
We actually met at Doc's Portside off Washington Road.
Okay.
Before I got into real estate, I was bartending for about 2.5 years. I worked at Doc's Portside for about 1.5 years, and then Southbound Smokehouse.
Yeah, you know the Schollers and all that. Yeah, that was the first place I ever got fired from. It was Wild Wings. So.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people that got fired from Wild Wings.
I picked up a shift at like 11 o'clock at night while I was in Savannah for some reason, and got the phone call the next day. And surprise, I don't remember that quite exactly. Picking that shift up, and I was told, you know what, just don't come back.
A little bit of money always sounds good late at night.
Yeah. Let me show up a weekend out in Savannah on that Sunday morning at like 9 a.m. That's going to work out just fine. Yeah, no, it did not. It did not. But it's part of growing up, right?
You live and you learn.
It's part of growing up. You you have any side gigs right now while we're trying to make the real estate work?
So right now, a good buddy of mine owns an event space on Central. It's called Unwind on Central.
Okay.
And so I'm helping him out with showing tours and cleaning after
Where's
events
that
and stuff
at?
like that. It's there's an old fraternity house right on Central, like just behind Augusta University.
You get the big castle looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's right across the street from there.
Oh, okay. I did not know that was there.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're doing some event space showing, things like that.
Sure.
Cool.
Trying to hone the skills a little bit,
Well, I worked at a restaurant for 8 months. My first 8 months, answering phone calls in the bathroom
Mm-hmm.
on my night shift. Yeah, it was interesting. Somehow I figured out how to be a good restaurant server. Then
I think it ties into
while doing it, yeah,
the business well.
it does. It's a service, right?
Mhm.
And we always talk about replacing the fear of you don't want to be salesy. This is a very emotional
Mhm.
thing, right? This is a lot of your worth is and a good real estate agent is going to be in the ability to handle people and handle different types of people. And you'll hear this from me all the time, but you want to listen for things when you're talking to people, truly listen
Mhm.
and figure out very quickly what kind of person they are, you know, being genuinely interested in what their needs are, which vary from person to person, what their motivations are, and the motivations and needs and interests of who you were trying to work with on the other side, right?
Mhm.
And we talk about um, your ability to negotiation, and that's something we're going to have to learn over years and years of working on how to um, maximize those negotiations on behalf of your clients if they even want to maximize negotiations. Some people just want the dang house, and you're going to want to put your Spartan cap on and go to battle and kick them off ledges and stab them with the spear. And in reality, you just you're just there to be the ice cream man. You're just making it. You're just making the deal sweet for them, and that's all they care about, right? And learning that. And when you're working in the restaurant industry, as when you're bartending, um, different people had different needs, and it's a little bit. There's a lot of similarities. It translates well. So that's good. That's good. Being able to talk to people. There's someone's angry, right? Having a kind of diffuse situation.
Always
what do I do
having
here?
to listen to people, being a little therapist for some people.
Right.
Everybody's got a story. Everybody wants to tell it.
Throw them a quick little green tea bomb, green tea shot. Hey, quick pipe down.
Make you feel a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So good.
Mhm.
So why real estate? What really piqued your interest?
So I've always been interested in sales, talking to people, networking, just kind of getting my face out there. And right after I graduated in December, from Augusta University, and I sort of had a decision to make whether I, my degree was in marketing. So I wanted to see if I should get into that or if I wanted to continue in sales. And, I sort of made the decision that I'm not in a place right now where I have to start making money as soon as possible. And I have the time to sit down and sort of, like you said, hone my craft and take the time to learn everything. And so I decided that would probably be the best bet. And I just enjoy the hustle,
You're 25?
25, correct.
25. Okay. So you you graduated from AU in December.
Correct.
You took a few years to really, really get school going.
So I actually started at Clemson University for 2 years. I was started in civil engineering.
You didn't go to school to learn civil engineering, did you?
No, sir. No, sir. But I quickly realized that sitting behind a desk on a computer, sketching out bridges and sewage systems and stuff like that is not for me.
Okay.
And so I decided to come back home, switch my major to business, and sort of lock in and finish up. Little did I know that a lot of my core credits from Clemson would not transfer over to Augusta.
Really?
So essentially it was like starting over. So I had about 3.5 years of business classes at AU. So it took me a little bit to get done, but we're done now and we're ready to get started.
There you go. That was one thing I never got to quite accomplish was the college degree. So bravo. You have a safety net now, so to speak, right? So excellent. And so you're coming into this with the service mind, service, what do they call it? Yeah, servant's attitude,
Mhm.
right? Which is good, right? Which is good. And you're going to learn that we replace this fear of being salesy uh, with we call it, we approach it with an aspect of love. We say, how can we make somebody's day,
Mhm.
right? How can we get somebody out of what they believe is a tough situation? And we provide solutions to help those people. There's always big rewarding ones, right? Using our knowledge to really provide value. Um, and then also, just being a part of such a fundamental aspect or chapter of a person's or persons lives,
Mhm.
right? And you're going to find that if you maintain that servant's attitude, this is going to be a really rewarding career for you,
Mhm.
right? Something we can take into the long game. And you mentioned that you got into Clemson for engineering, and there is a lot of uh, say social engineering, but business engineering, right?
Mhm.
We have uh, we have our SOP, our standard operating procedures for things, right? We have to. You've seen those graphs, right? If this happens, then this happens, and then this happens. This has to happen for this to happen. And if this doesn't happen this way, then we got to go that way. And we can go on and on and on with those. You're going to see that when we're looking how to generate leads, how we maximize clients we do have now, how we take the opportunities that are at our feet and we grow it into more opportunities. So, tell me about what maybe some of your initial goals are this year.
So for right now, really my main goal is just to learn as much as I can this first year,
Mm-hmm.
get as much experience under my belt as I can,
Mm-hmm.
sort of build that confidence up and really make sure I'm knowledgeable to help out my clients.
Okay.
Um, obviously a couple sales wouldn't hurt.
Yep.
That's always, one of the goals in the back of the mind. But really for this first year, I'm just trying to be as knowledgeable as I can and really get as much information up here.
Okay. Okay. Do you know how many sales I did my first year?
No, sir.
16.
16?
16. 16 over
Well,
one
then
of
my
my
goal is 17.
17. I would love it. I would love it. And I say that not to have a little pissing contest with
Mhm.
anybody, right? But it's absolutely possible, and I want to show you and anybody that getting into this is absolutely possible. And what's really cool about your situation that I didn't have is that you found a bit of a team, this team concept. You're getting access to resources I didn't have, a more tight knit access to resources. I think refined resources that are handpicked, and also you have access to all the things not to do.
Mhm.
There are a ton of mistakes that you're going to make, whether no matter how hard you avoid them, right? But there's also some fundamental mistakes that I made that when you have ideas going into the future, hey, I want to try this or that, I can say, hey, well, this is how it's
Mhm.
probably going to go based on my experience, right? Um, and for anyone that's looking to use you now, though, the other thing that you have is you have a very tight network. Um, we all know that there are hundreds of things that can go wrong or awry or can affect a real estate transaction, and there's no way, no chance in heck that you're going to have the experience to know how to handle these things. But you've got 7 people at least
Mhm.
you can sit here and fall back on and talk to, right? So, hey, Matt, I've got this situation with this client. Um, how do I handle this? And so, very simply, that client doesn't just have you as an advisor, right? There's only so much you know at this point, but they also have access to me and Abby Grace, the rest of the team, and our extensive knowledge.
Mhm.
So, a client can call a potential client, someone looking to buy or get their home marketed. Uh, if you call for me for a lit or they call you for a listing, I'm going to be directly involved with those, first 5, 6, 7
Mhm.
listings, anyways, per the contract we sign. Um, but as someone that's looking to buy and you find yourself in, maybe a multi-offer situation, a difficult seller that may
Mhm.
have some very pie in the sky goals or tough things to achieve, you have a questionable roof, etc., have some insurance implications. That's something coming down this year. We're gonna be talking to our listeners more about later. But when they call you, they're also getting me, and they're also getting Abby Grace, and they're getting our new intern, and they're getting the experience from Tyler and Gabe, Preston, and all of that. Right. So through you, they get access to a much broader level of experience. But with you, a buyer can get something that I can't offer them. And that's going to be a lot of time that you can dedicate to that one buyer, right? A lot of time and attention to digging up houses and taking more in-depth approach, because essentially you have the time right now, which is nice. So you get some experience mixed with a little more dedicated in attention, right? Something that I find more tougher and tougher to give everybody these days. And I spend a lot of money making sure that I still can give a lot of attention to anyone who calls me directly. So that's what they're getting with you. You're going to find that, and you need to make sure to utilize it, because if you don't utilize it, you're not doing your service to that client, because it is a resource you have access to, and only through you do they get that access.
Have access to and should use.
Right. So we're going to set a goal. So you set a goal of 17 houses this year. 17. Okay. I'm going to hold you to it. Starting right now. So I want to see from March to March of 2026, 17 houses. Okay.
If you want to see Matt's goal get broken, you know who to call.
Oh, I like it. Oh, all right. So this is how we're going to do it. Hunter, you're going to call. We've talked about this, right? So you want to add 30 people to your list. They call them your grocery store people. 30 people who you can call up, and it's not just like hey, this is Hunter Long. Hey, how are you? You want to buy or sell a house? These 30 people every quarter. It should be the phone calls. What's going on, man? How we doing? Right? Hey, girl. How was that Cosmo this weekend? Right? How, you want to have a good solid relationship with these people, and they know when they're calling you, you're calling because you're staying in. What's the F word? What's the F word?
In flow.
In flow. Yes. We're staying in flow with people. We're keeping up with their kids, with their goals, with their dreams, their work, their aspirations. We know what they want. We know what they're heading towards, and we want to help them get there. Right. And we're going to add 30 people over this next 3 months, 10 people a month, right?
Sir.
10 people a month. Probably that's 2.5 appointments, 3 appointments a week, right? We're getting to know someone else more in depth, more intimately. And that's really about it. And we're doing that every single week. And if you can get 30 people a quarter, okay, that's 120 people over the next 12 months, right? What are we going to do? We're going to sell 17 houses. Okay. You're going to at least put around 20 contracts down. Okay. 17 houses means about 20 to 25 houses under contract, because we know about 20% of properties come back on the market that just don't work out. It's okay. There's so some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Right.
Like that.
Yes. So we're going to do 17 houses from March to March. It has been recorded. It is on the record. We're going to be revisiting this in a year. Okay. So tell us a little bit, Hunter, about what you like to do outside of work.
Really just in my free time. Like I said, it's whenever I have enough free time, it's going out like with my dog. We'll go for walks or anything like that, or really just going out on the town. Been visiting Midtown a lot.
And you play golf?
Yeah, every now and then.
Golf.
I'll go out.
Who's your favorite sports team?
Well, I like Clemson.
Oh,
so
God.
I know, sadly, not a lot of people like to hear that. But my dad just retired recently, so I've got to spend a lot more time with him.
That's awesome.
He gets bored easy, so he usually texts me about 6-7 times a day asking what I'm doing or asking to do something. So no, nothing wrong with that. But
hey, if he wants some side work, we got him. We can keep him. We can keep him busy.
Keep him busy, yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll have our 68-year-old intern.
Yeah.
Paid under the table. He will get $10.99 though. Adam, you did not hear that. Maybe you did. Help me. Anyways, good. So we're a Clemson fan. We like to play a little golf. Got the pup. The 2-year-old golden retriever is gonna really be
definitely keeps me busy.
Keeps you busy.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Last week he ran away twice in one day.
Oh man, that's how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
And especially you don't want them running away right before you're supposed to go show a house.
Exactly.
That's embarrassing.
Put you behind a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So we need.
I live in Hammond Hills in North Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
Good area, right?
Yeah. We're working on that South Carolina reciprocal license.
Yes, sir.
That's coming along now. You should have all the paperwork in, and that's coming in the mail here soon, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Good. Excellent. We like that. We're our broker's license is coming in the mail here very soon. You just got to pay people a little bit of money, then they get it done quicker. Great how that works, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
You live in Hammond Hills, and how long have you been living in Hammond Hills?
Just over about a year and a half.
How do you like North Augusta?
Love it.
Isn't it fun?
It is. There's always something to do. It's getting a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Stuff popping up left and right.
Wait till this golf cart law gets changed this year. I think it's actually about to happen.
First thing I'm getting.
Yeah. Drive the golf cart around at night. Can't do that right now. Got it to be during the daytime only, which is cool, but a little nighttime golf action like that.
Especially it's getting warmer out. It'd be nice.
Yes, sir. And so tell me this, what is something over the next 12 months you're excited to see about? We're going to end the show on this. What is something over the next 12 months that you're excited about for North Augusta, for the CSRA in general?
Masters Week. Love Masters Week. Never been to the National. I've worked probably the past 7-8 years of the Masters come around. My family, we used to rent our house out and get out of the town, go to the beach or something, escape the traffic. And then once I was able to work, there's no money like Masters Week in Augusta.
Yep.
So,
what do you do during Masters Week?
Last year I worked at Club Magnolia, like a hospitality house. And then before that, it was just like Southbound or Dock Sportside.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know Dock Sportside, Masters Week, it gets very busy.
Yes.
So that was always interesting. But you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to see. And it's just nice to see, small little Augusta pop off one week of the year.
Who's the most memorable person you've met Masters Week?
I actually saw Jordan Spieth 2 years ago at Docks.
After golf?
Mm-hmm. It was right after the tournament, right before he left.
He got his green jacket already. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He went Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He was ready. He was done, ready to go, ready to get out of here.
He took that paycheck and said, because I think he did pretty well 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he got that. He got a few million, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he was not concerned about his tab. No. I'll tell you that.
I love it. So we're gonna be doing 17 transactions over the next 12 months. We're going to be making oodles and oodles of money at Masters Week. That's coming up so soon. We just love all the people that come in. And it's what puts Augusta on the map every single year. And if you're not grateful for it, you absolutely should be. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know what the opposite side of that looks like. You could be making. Imagine we'd be making without the Augusta National. Macon, you know how cool Macon is? It's not cool. No, it's got crime and oh Jesus, Tyler, you got married in Macon? Tyler, we're not here to prop up Macon. No. I hope that hot mic is picking this up. Is that hot mic picking this up? Maybe. We'll find out. Hunter, well, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for sharing your story a little bit. We look forward to the upcoming year, and I look forward to seeing where you go in this industry. And we're going to get you there. We're going to get you off to a hot start, and we're going to get you set off, and you're going to be your own agent before you know it.
Yes, sir. Sounds great. I appreciate it, Matt.
I like it. Thanks for listening, y'all.